worried. I just took some time off. It is very good for my mental health to take some time off, which I have actually enjoyed. I'm not going to lie to you. I've actually enjoyed it. I've been in my own zone. I've been doing my own thing. I've been visiting restaurant. I've been going clubbing. I've been having drink with my friends. It has been absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to lie to you. I cannot keep myself for Nigerian. I don't live in Nigeria. So what we are doing on this platform is literally to support them that are there. Okay? I'm not trying to create a country where I will move back to. I'm trying to make you guys have the ability to decide for yourself in that continent. And unfortunately, it's hard to prove. Truth don't sell. We know it, that all over the world, anywhere truth is being spoken, it never demand commodity. Nobody want to buy truth. You sell them fallacy. You sell them lies. It goes like fire. You will not receive abuse. You will not receive insult because you are selling them lies. I don't sell lies. I tell you the truth. What you make of it is your responsibility. So I want to welcome you guys on TikTok again. For those of you guys that know me, my name is Ben. I want to tell you, I have no fan. And if you are supporting me right now, just know that there will be a time where I will say something that is not that friendly with your mission, with your ideology. You have to understand that I'm an independent thinker. I'm a man of myself. Nobody is mandating you to support this platform, but I urge you to support the truth. Now, the very first day you start thinking, I'm no longer saying the truth, you are the liberty to change your loyalty. I do not own it. It is yours. When I enjoy it, I want to consider it a privilege. So you are more than welcome to question me, ask me a question, tell me to tell you why I reason the way I reason, and I will explain it to you why I reason the way I reason. And if you are a subscriber on this platform, I want to thank you. Every penny you are supporting this platform with is highly earned by you, and I appreciate it. But I must make it clear to you guys, your support is for the truth. And if you at any time you decide this is no longer for you, please don't hesitate to cancel it immediately. Like literally immediately. So nobody should say, oh, we are subscribing on Mr. Ben. Ben have to speak our mind. Me and you, we don't have a meeting before I come online to talk. Have we? We don't have a pre-plan. We don't have a pre-production. So when I come here, I am speaking out of the abundance of my heart and the knowledge that I possess. Now, if you're going to be looking for me to speak on the knowledge you possess, we might have that conflict. But we are more than welcome to argue, debate, like I'm going to do with my brother Felix tonight. I want to thank you guys for joining. Now, today I made a video about D1. A lot of you guys know D1. For the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about a very dark man on my other platform. We did that extensively. And I was able to expose VDM for who he is. And now it's for the Nigerian people to see VDM for who he is. We face abuse. That account is suspended now because his supporters cannot handle bone. They wanted to chew meat all the time, and we're not ready for that. I don't babysit anybody on social media. I don't come here and start thinking, oh, if I say it this way, they are going to be angry. If I say it this way, they are going to be angry. One thing you can take from me is that I will always tell you the truth. Nothing else. Now, this is the video I'm going to play for you, and I want you to listen to this video that I am going to play. It's quite sentimental, but I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to have to share the screen with you guys, and I'm going to go on D1 screen right now and share what he said, why I made that video I made today. And some people are telling me, oh, this is the first time you are making sense. I've been making sense since I was born. I've been making sense since I was born. So I'm going to play the video for you guys. Goes on. Hi, Melody. Melody. Melody, where are you calling from? Netherlands. Good evening, Melody. Hold on, let me sort out my YouTube first, please. Thank you. Let me sort out my YouTube. Okay, we're going to do this now. Try to see. Let me see if I can get an iPad so that I can play it from it. Give me a second, guys. Okay, we are back. Hi, Felice. Mr. Felice.
Yeah, Mr. Ben, greetings.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay.
I can't find Mr. Logical.
Why?
I sent him invitation now. I haven't seen him here. I'm sure. Oh, he's here. Hallelujah to the Lord. Our very brother in the house. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, brotherly.
Mr. Logic Man. Yeah. Mr. Felix, how are you doing? How's it going, brother? We thank God. We thank God. Yeah, it's good to see us back again in full force.
We are back, oh. We are back, oh.
I thought Mr. Ben has given up.
Now I needed it.
No, he made a video saying, why is he fighting for Nigerians when, I was like,
But that video I made actually came from my heart, Now I was listening to President Jonathan.
Fighting for Nigerians, when I can just myself, why am I giving myself unnecessary headache over Nigeria's issues? So I was like,
it's actually every one of us should think like that, It's crazy when you think about it. That it's like you are talking to a rock when you are talking to them. And it's like you are getting some extra benefit by speaking to them.
It's true. Yeah.
And it's painful because we are not doing this for the monetary part of it. It's just because we love to talk something that is realistic and smart as well. Now, this is the video I reacted on today. This is D1 talking here. If you know, in Nigeria at the moment, there's a lot of protests going on, silent protests online, because this Tinubu government is a terrible government. It's not just a terrible government. Tinubu has become a dictator in Nigeria. The National Assembly, the Senate House, they just work for him. They're no longer independent of themselves. And Nigerians, young people, are tired. They can't come out to protest because they might lose their life in the hand of this brutal government. Now, people are talking, and the government is doing everything to ask influencers to quench it. So they will tell influencers, discourage them from asking Nigeria to speak against the government. And I've been looking at it from journalists to makers to comedians to somebody that is not even qualified to be an influencer, that have turned into influencer. In Nigeria is where you see somebody that need hospital becoming an influencer, influencing hundreds of thousands of people. People that need hospital. They need to be kept in isolation. Mentally, they are not there, but they have thousands of people following them. Like this idea, the guy that invented the Black Jesus, when he want to insult somebody, he said Black Jesus. Nigerians thought it's a joke.
It's not.
It's not a joke. It's an insult. That means Black Jesus is bad, white Jesus is good. But they are mental to comprehend that statement is low. So they are using it anyhow they want.
You know, the thing is, anything they say, everything they say, they look it like comedy. People laugh for things that are not supposed to laugh. Everything they say, they look. People laugh at things that are supposed to frown out. And that's a mental issue.
That is the madness that must stop. That is the madness that must stop. That's a madness that must stop. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys?
Mr. Ben, you're on mute.
Now I'm back.
Okay. Mr. Ben, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Keep the good job. Don't look at anybody first. Whatever is right, keep on doing it. God will be with you.
Thank you.
So I want to chip in something smaller.
But let's start the day first. Let's start the day first because I have a mission this evening and we're going to go by program. Please allow me to drop what I want to drop. Now, in the last couple of weeks, young Nigerians, started by one young copper in Lagos, explaining what her life is in Lagos State, expressing her frustration. She's on 70,000 naira. She lives in Lagos. She have to pay for the room she shared with somebody. And she went to the shop and she could not afford anything. And there's one thing that can come to her mind is to go and do a low show. But you can see that this girl is disciplined. She decided to put a camera on her face and express her frustration. And many Nigerians felt her pain. Somebody who Nigerian government is paying said that the girl deserves. Somebody need to mute themselves. Somebody who Nigerian government is paying say that the girl deserves a capital punishment for there to express herself. For there to express herself. And that person is still in Aso Rock, paid by the taxpayer, telling a young student of 23 years old, you deserve a capital punishment. Sheyi Tinubu wants you to praise his father. My father is the best president. That is for you to say, but let Nigerian people who your father govern say their own. Then Nigerians begin to protest. Because as usual, we are coward anyway. At least we can manage the internet where their bullet will not be able to touch us. In the last couple of weeks, you have seen that we no longer have a democracy. You saw what happened in the Senate House, where Akpabio take a voice call to suspend Senator Natasha, and it was obvious the answer was the opposite. Akpabio overruled it. You've also seen it when they presented the what happened in Rivers State to the Assembly, to the Senate. Akpabio take a voice call, completely disregarding the Constitution and the norms. They also did that in National Assembly. Now, the only thing Nigerian people have is their voice, is social media. Nobody's ready to lead. Politicians are scared. They're waiting for one youth copper to talk for them or Mr. Ben in London to abuse Tinubu for them. But when Tinubu was in opposition, Tinubu was on the street every day. Pastors were on the street with him. Pastor Enoch Adiboye and other pastors. Today, Tinubu is in power. Opposition are scared to come out. They would rather allow internet to help them out. I'm not going to say no. Let's do it the way we know how to do it. Now, a young lady started that movement last week, and it has been going viral. People are getting angry. I even made a video about it, that everybody should make 1-minute video to tell the government how they feel about the situation of the country. And people are doing it. You probably have done it yourself already. Then this guy called D1. A lot of you guys actually think I know D1. I don't know D1 from Adam. I've DM'd him twice. And what I DM him, I say, if you have anything that is the truth, send it to me. I will post it. I don't care. That's what I DM him about. We've never spoken on the phone. I don't have his phone number. Nothing. He's never even DM me back. I'm not angry about it because I know he's very busy. But the reality is a reality. Now, I saw this video today. Yes, I saw it the very day it came out. I never got time to react to it. I react to it. I want you to listen to what D1 say here.
Nigeria will never move forward. Many of you don't know how to talk. Because you think somebody is the president, you can talk to him on social media. Those videos will never get to him. Never get to him. Did you see the video I made about the president appealing to him to put state of emergency, to implement state of emergency on security and other things? Those are the kind of videos that they can show the president. Don't say we don't get mouth to talk, but we are sensible. Many of you don't know that the president does not have the power to bring people down. Do you think we're military now? That is why we have representatives. Now you House of Rep now. We can't carry your concern. That's why they say House of Representative. Now then they represent you and they'll carry out, go present to the president. Now the speaker, the senators, now go carry out, present to speaker, they'll carry out. The president will approve. That's how it's done. Blame your House of Reps. Blame your senators. Now they will carry your concern, our concern, go meet president. Not say you could just sit down for your house. Say, the president does not have sense. The president has cobweb in his brain. All those videos don't get effect. They don't make sense. Nobody when they work with president will show on that video. If not you when they work with the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, you could show that video to the president. Let us think. Wait. If any senator does not listen to us, we record them. If any House of Rep does not listen to us, we record them. Nigeria will be better in less than 8 months. I'm not joking. Let all of us have one concern. First of all, we want food to go down, price of food to go down. Let us tell all our reps, all our House of Reps. If they're not doing, we record them. The country will move faster than anything. The president does not have power to reduce the price of anything. He will only have that power when they don't bring that to him. He will go approve and say, okay, this is what the people want.
We're going to attack D1. We're going to attack that boy. We're going to attack them.
It will not take us anywhere. Everywhere good, my people. I tell you, this is reality here. Now, the same thing our parents do with this. Put us inside this kind of problem. They will go to television. They say, we are hungry. We are hungry. Nobody will hear you. You have House of Representatives. You are shouting over them. You are shouting over them. Now, we all have social media to our advantage. And we are doing the same thing. Let us call our House of Reps and all these people to order. They could create themselves. Nigeria will be better. I swear. Any way we want. If that's security, we tell them, say, come. If this does not happen, we are recalling all of you. All of them go sit down. What do they do for that place? Not just to sit down, just every sitting they collect money. If you are going to collect money for every sitting, you can as well do the thing that the people want. So stop here and stop attacking D1. Yeah, D1, this one, D1. Now me cause the problem. I only provided the solution. But many of you are not intelligent enough to understand where I'm coming from. But a lot of people, I'm still happy that a lot of youths, I saw some comments on Twitter, I was encouraged. A lot of youths, they say, D1, they make sense. Oh, this is the right thing, or this is the right approach. You don't understand governance, you keep quiet and go and learn.
All right. You've heard it. I want you to listen to it in VDM's voice. Now, I want you to change that thought of mine now. Just think it in very dark man's voice. Please, that's what I want you to do.
If we continue like this, Nigeria will never move forward. Many of you don't know how to talk. Because you think somebody is the president, you can talk to him anyhow because you have social media. Those videos will never get to him. It will never get to him. Did you see the video I made about the president appealing to him to put state of emergency, to implement state of emergency on security and other things? Those are the kind of videos that they can show the president. Don't be saying we don't get mouth to talk, but we are sensible. Many of you don't even know that the president does not have the power to put the price of food down. Do you think we're in military era? That is why we have representatives. Now your House of Rep now we can't carry your consent. That's why I say House of Representative. Now then they represent you and I. They'll carry them, go present to the president. Now the speakers, the senators, now go carry them, present to speaker. They'll carry them. The president will approve.
Now you've heard it in his voice, and I also tell you to pretend you are hearing it from VDM's voice. What is your opinion right now? Because I want to tell you something before you guys start. I don't have loyalty to VDM. I have no loyalty to Very Dark Man. I have loyalty, what's his name? D1. I have loyalty to fact. Inyendebai, inyendeba. Inyendebai, inyendeba. Now, this guy came out and say all this rubbish. It's rubbish. And I want somebody to dispute it for me. If VDM say this, we'll be getting angry. For the fact that these guys say we are not intelligent to understand that we can't criticize the president, we should be going to House of Rep. He's very, very unintelligent to understand the situation of Nigeria, that currently we have a dictator. We don't have a democracy in Nigeria. There's no democracy. It has been suspended. Since INEC declared Tinubu a president, democracy have ceased to exist in Nigeria. We are in authoritarian regime. We are not in the Senate of Saraki, where they challenge the presidency. We are not in the Senate of Tinubu, of Obasanjo, or just Carlo them, where they defeated his third-time agenda. I guarantee you, if Tinubu asks for third-time agenda today, it will be voted 100%. If Tinubu said today, I want to contest for 3 times, before God and man, before the cock of the night, Tinubu will be, that assembly will pass the law. That is how low we have descended. We have a dictator in power, a man that is clueless, have zero understanding of how to govern. What he did in Lagos was not politics, it was mafia. And he knows he cannot implement that in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So he recruited his ally to be helping him to dictate. But I promise you, it will not last. This government will not be re-elected. I don't care how much hope we have on them. So Nigerian people are within their right to call Tinubu out, abuse him, insult him. In short, if he comes to London, we will disgrace him. I will be leading the protest. He's running a government that is bankrupt, inept, in every aspect of, I don't even know what to describe his government with. And for this clown to come out and said, don't criticize him, criticize your House of Rep. We don't have House of Rep. We don't have Senate. We have Tinubu agenda government, nothing else. There's somebody playing a football there. You're watching football. I understand it's is it football? I can hear it. Can you mute it, please, so that we can have a better recording? I beg of you. Just for the fact that I am against VDM. I'm against VDM because of things like this. I am chasing VDM because of things like this. Because of behavior like this. Because of a statement like this. I want to welcome the house. Felix, go ahead.
Greetings, Mr. Ben.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ben, I have also observed and, studied that video carefully. And I think from my own observation, I would say he wasn't looking at government from the aspect of the presidency alone or the executive arm. I think he was talking about governance, how governance should work. And we know if a country is to experience any form of development, there has to be a synergy from all arms of the government. So I think that's the angle he was coming from, because his last statement was, if you don't know anything about how governance work, then you shouldn't talk. So we know that the executive arm alone is not responsible for developing a country. All other arms of government must be on deck. They must also work with the executive arm. And the failure of the Nigerian states is because of the reluctant nature of the other arms of government, which have given the presidency the supreme power over the other arms of government and the people. So I think if there has to be a balance in power, the people have to wake up and hold their elected representatives in their constituencies accountable, because the possibility of the people reaching the presidency is very slim. But the possibility of the people reaching who is representing them is there, because almost all the House of Assembly members or House of Reps members or House of or Senate members have a house in their village, in their different villages. Everybody knows them. Everybody knows them. You understand? So I think those people are easier to track down. So if we are to start a political change in Nigeria, I think we should start from those people who have neglected.
I will stop you there, please, okay. Because this is, I want to take this thing personal by personal. The person who said this now, we have Akpabio situation. Akpabio situation with Natasha. This guy did not share his opinion on it. Okay? He plays saved. Then we had the economic crisis. Then he came out to tell us to be blaming the House of Rep member, the local government, and the legislative arms of government, and judiciary arm of government. We know what is happening in Nigeria now, that Nigeria has been captured by Tinubu because of the power that backed him up. We know it. Now, I want you to tell me what you would think if VDM would have come out and make this statement. Felix, tell me this. Tell me what you would think if VDM come out yesterday and said Nigerians are dumb for blaming Tinubu.
I'm not sure. I don't think he explicitly meant Nigerians should not criticize Tinubu.
That's what he meant. I want to play it again.
No, that's what he meant, Felix.
That's what he meant.
You know, this thing has been going on for some time. There was a time where the Inspector General of Police said, or someone of our authority said, people should stop insulting the police, blah, blah, blah. That if you do that, you are going to be arrested. So you can see the narrative already been there. Now that this young girl came out to say what she said, and people are taking into the internet to start speaking their minds. You know, what the girl did was to boost the morale of anger in the people. Now, all over social media, you can see different videos, people complaining of the bitterness, people complaining of the hardship. So it's a way of expressing their feelings. And the only way they can do that is through social media, because they don't have access to these people in government. So what D1 said, D1 cannot come out and say people should stop throwing insult on the president.
No, you know, in that video, he said something like, this is something that our mothers have done.
He should go and sit down. No, he should go and sit down. He should go and sit down, because that is called conditioning.
I'm going somewhere, actually. You know, he said our mothers have tried this before in the past and it failed. So I was looking at it like, okay, maybe he's campaigning for a new strategy, a new way of tackling this operation from what we are already doing. Because what we have been doing is sit down and criticize the president. That is what that has been the most convenient thing that every Nigerian has been doing. But we have not really sat down to ask ourselves, who are the people that are even representing us? I can bet you, Logic Man, that 90% of Nigerians do not even know the names of their senators and House of Rep members, do not even know the names of their representatives in their local house or in their state house of assembly. So these people are collecting allocations, they are collecting salaries, they are collecting constituency allowances as well, which are supposed to be used. This thing
let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. During the Buhari's 8 years of destroying Nigeria, that is exactly the same narrative they tried to play on Nigerians. When Buhari was destroying Nigeria, they were saying, go and meet your local government chairman, go and meet your governor. We have a dictator system of government. We don't have a democracy. Once you become a president, you're automatically a dictator. Everything trickled down from you to the rest of the system. What the president wants is what the president gets. I remember Saraki. Saraki was the only president, Senate president, who challenged the government of the day and stood for himself. Even Lawan was not as worst as this, even though many of us call Ahmed Lawan as a rubber stamp Senate president. What Akpabio is doing now is basically a dictatorship. and it's all enabled by the president who knows Akpabio is corrupt, compromised. Akpabio was under investigation by the same APC government, by the same EFCC, but Tinubu selected him to lead the Senate. Nobody selected Akpabio. Tinubu sat down together. They planned how to capture Nigeria, and they successfully did it with INEC chairman.
I know there is a power monopoly in Nigeria, but my own is, how do we decentralize?
We are not decentralized. The way Nigeria is now, what I want to tell Nigerians is this: when Venezuela had enough, they came on the street, they took over their government. Today, Venezuela is stabilizing. Serbia yesterday, or Slovenia, Serbia, they were on the street for the last 3 days because 2 people pie, and they believe that that building was not constructed well. The building that collapsed and pie 2 people was not constructed well. There was corruption, and that's why they came out. And they are on the street for the last 3 days. In Nigeria alone, on the 15th of this month, 3 soldiers were lined up like this, executed by the ISOS or whatever they call themselves in another part of Nigeria. ISWAP. The president did not make a statement about it. But the same president went to Rivers State to declare state of emergency. Then the Senate went ahead and approved it. The House of Rep member went ahead and approved it. Now we are talking about that president who is showing a bad example, and one comedian came out and say, no, blame the House of Rep member, blame this. Everything stopped in Tinubu's front. He's the president. In the next 100 years, we will say Tinubu's government. It's not Akpabio government. It was Tinubu's government that removed a governor for his minister. It is Tinubu's government that brought a hunger to Nigerian people.
We cannot also deny that the Senate has over 70% responsibility as well. If Nigeria at all, if anything will work in this country.
I agree with you, but we are not in a normal terrain at the moment. Nigeria is running on an abnormal landscape. And we cannot treat the situation as a normal situation. These people do not listen. They don't hear nothing. You saw what happened in the case of Natasha. Natasha was not even asking to convict anybody. Just investigate. Even in the same House of Rep member voted no, and the man turned it into yes. Right in front of everyone. And nobody challenged him. Then you expect us to go and hold those people responsible? No, Tinubu is the one that we're holding responsible. Because if you are in Tinubu government right now, exactly what D1 say now is what you will say. Hey, go and hold your state. Now, why are you blaming the president? The president has released allocation. Go and hold your government. Go and hold your local government. Go and hold. But when it is time to remove a governor in Rivers State, we didn't wait for our local government. We didn't wait for the Senate. We didn't wait for House of Rep member. The president commanded the governor to leave, and the governor leave. And he occupied our state, our street with soldiers in 21st century. I hope some soldiers are listening. I hope some patriotic Nigerians that are soldiers are listening, because the same medicine must be applied to Jagaban. He's an incompetent, inept president surrounded by top criminals, Akpabio, and the House of Rep member. Look at what is happening in Kogi State. Ned Nwoko want to bring social media. Fellas, I hope you are looking for office in Use too, because you are a blogger. These people want, they finish us.
In a country where they don't value human life, anything can happen. You can imagine the 3 soldiers that was executed, even the chief of army staff cannot even come out of the press again. It goes beyond what we are seeing in Nigeria. It's absolutely disgusting. 3 of your men,
soldiers, spy on a camera,
were exposed like that. You cannot come out and say, man. Even some countries, they will go to the rabbit hole.
You know what is protest that I want Nigeria to do? A logic man. Nigerians that are, if you have a family in the military, tell them to come back home. Let them drop the uniform in the police. Let us leave it for them. That is how to protest.
That is it.
Revolution can never take place when you are still compromising. Adiboye, Pastor Adiboye now is not talking. Why are you going to his church? And tomorrow you say there's no rice. But the man who is praying for Tinubu is telling you go and fast for 100 days. You still going to his church. You are the problem for your life.
That's how the revolution starts.
Revolution starts by every means necessary.
No work, nobody will go work. We stop work, everything shut down. Sometimes you don't even need to even go on the streets. Everybody does there's no work, no everybody, soldier, police, every armed force, everybody resign. We don't want to hear. Look when I rule the country myself.
Listen, a logic man. The cowardness in Nigeria is the cowardest nation in Africa.
Betrayal, not only cowardness, betrayal and cowardness.
We are. Can you imagine in 24th century? We claim wise. We'll take Ghanaian. We know wise. When they chop danku, we go take South African. Now we liberate now. Go and see the South African Parliament. Go and see their government. Even Master V in Uganda, go and see his government. Then come to Ghana. Here you have a disabled man called Tinubu running no show on the street. This completely disrespect for anything called dignity.
Look at his posture. I've been look at that video that the video he made when he was making the announcement for Obara. Do you see his body language? Look, is that the way a president should sit down on the chair?
Does he care about you? This guy, this man, throughout the campaign, fellas, did Tinubu give one interview to anybody in Nigeria?
I can't recall.
He did not give one interview, not to even his own TV station, not once.
No presidential debate.
Refused to attend any presidential debate.
Yeah, I think he went to Chatham House.
It's Chatham House, Nigeria.
Yeah.
Let him return back to Chatham House. He went to Chatham House to delegate assignment.
Normal democratic system, two contestants will come on live TV. They will ask them questions. What do you something? Then you would, from there, voters will see the confidence of who they want to vote for. That's how you decide an election before the election day.
My own is, I think our local leaders are too relaxed and
My brother, we don't have local leader. Can you tell me now there's a House of Assembly in a River State? Is there any House of Assembly in River State, or you have wicked boys?
It was jeopardized now.
It was not jeopardized, it was elected.
Yeah.
And those people are not there by themselves. They were wicked. Wicked came out and said, I bought them form. He said, how many of you can say you buy your own form? All of you in the House of Rep, I bought your form, including the governor. And that statement alone supposed to put him in prison.
That is because the people were not willing to allow the right things to be done. They did not demand, for the right thing to be done.
Who are the people? Who are the people?
The River State people.
The River State people have no choice. They've been overrun out of the market. Tinubu did not win River State. Tinubu has no chance to win river. The river people wait for P2B.
It is only when the people are weak that they have no choice. As far as politics is concerned, it is the people. Politics is the people's concern. You cannot tell me that a few individuals can override the people's will if the people are willing.
Do you think Tinubu will declare any state of emergency in northern part of Nigeria today? Do you think anything will happen in the north? Tinubu will go and declare state of emergency in the north?
It's not possible.
Yes.
Even with the one that's happening.
Thank you, lover of Christ. Thank you.
Banditry and history, the one has not declared.
Because the northern people cannot be taken for a ride.
Yes.
Those guys, once they make up their mind, those guys don't do social media ranting.
Do you see any northern commenting on the comment section? Do you see northern doing VDM versus Ben, VDM versus D1? They are waiting. 2027, you will see.
Those guys are radicals. They are not here for social media ranting. They are here for action. Once they see something they don't like, they take action.
Some certain group of people are more powerful than certain group of people.
But it's just that their actions are mostly not directed to the right channel.
I want us to correct D1. Let's not leave this D1 alone. I told you guys on this platform we have no loyalty to anybody. And I want Logic Man. What message do you have to that comedian D1?
Yeah, like I said before, this whole trending thing has been coming on for a long time, and for the guy to make it clear today, the first statement he said, people should stop insulting the president, that we don't know how to insult. I don't understand what he means by that from out, because you cannot say in the situation with this economic crisis, people are suffering, hard to eat, hard to take care of themselves, everything has gone up, and you say people should not talk. It means you are trying to divert attention, trying to kill the morale of this whole challenge that this young girl has brought up. Because if you see, people are actually going through hell in that country. So it's an avenue for, since a lot of Nigerians know that if they come outside to do normal physical protests, definitely, the kind of our government we have, they will open fire on them, which they don't want. So the only way they can do is the social media power, which they have come out to speak out. And everyone is speaking out. They are feeling the heat.
The problem is, Logic Man, these people don't care about.
No, they don't
care what we are saying on social media.
They do care. They do care.
They do. No.
There was a time Tinubu said in an interview that he is not.
No. I tell you something. My brother.
Let me ask you this, fellas. If you think they don't care what they do on social media, why would they come out to make a statement that people should stop insulting top personalities in the country? If you think they don't care.
My own is, we have ranted enough. Since 1960, we have been ranting. I think it is time for once in our life for us to start campaigning for action.
What action? Give me some example of action do you want?
Right now, I'm writing a book. And in that book, I am stipulating everything that it will take for the people to take back this country. So for now, there are some things I might not be able to say until that book comes out. Then I will start campaigning based on the ideals.
Are you talking about revolution? Is it going into the line of revolution?
So generally speaking, or normally, at this stage, that we are now, talking won't solve our problems. The revolution is imminent, but revolution comes in two stages. There has to be an ideological revolution before even a physical revolution, because the Nigerian people are intellectually bankrupt
at the moment.
We do not have a unified ideology that can guide us in a revolution. That is why even if we gather today to say, let us revolt, what are we on? What ground are we revolting on? What is our guiding our collective guiding principles? What are we hoping to achieve from this revolution? That was one of the failures of that NSAS protest, because we just came out and we were just protesting and NSAS, no guiding principle. Most people said, if you called most people, some persons from that protest, what are you protesting about? I'm assuring you that most people did not even know what they were protesting about.
But that is the power. That is the power. That is what happened when a state weaponized poverty and hunger, and when logic thinking and ideology is no longer in existence. Every political party in Nigeria does not lead by ideology. Ideology is what moves a nation forward. Ideology is what bankrupts a nation. As of today, we don't have a stand anywhere. Yes. We are Black people. We are emotionally driven. Where we're supposed to be looking at things in a logical way, we involve emotion. We involve God. We involve heaven. We condition ourselves to believe in things that are not realistically achieved. People fear for things that they don't even know because somebody is telling you that bullshit. Now, let me tell you something. The problem of Nigeria will not be solved because the damage has been done, and it is done in a mental capacity. Even if we do revolution today, there'll be anarchy in Nigeria. I don't even know what to think anymore. That's why I told you the other day, I am tired.
It's always the consequence of a revolution. But after the anarchy comes the ideology that was actually behind the revolution, coming to play. There has to be some anarchy, after or during or after a revolution. But there has to be this general conception that, okay, this is what we are hoping to achieve from this anarchy. So we cannot say we want to change a country when we are not firstly united on an ideological ground. There is no country in this world that revolted without an ideology. We need to look forward to something that we are going to achieve, that the revolution will achieve. It's not just
unfortunately.
I cannot come on the street and revolt because I want to remove Tinubu. If I remove Tinubu, what is the guarantee that the next person?
Unfortunately, even if we do 100 revolution, Nigeria is a lost case. It's a lost case. Felix, how many times did you hear Hausa people support you when you want to go for protest?
That Hausa on is deep.
No, you have to tell me now. It's one country we are talking about right now. Tinubu was in government for 8 years. In one day alone, 70 soldiers were pied. Their body was on the street. 70. Maybe. Hold on now. Let me finish. Okay. 70 soldiers were pied under Buhari. Farmers were getting pied every day in hundreds of thousands. Did you see one protest from the north against Buhari? Buhari finished his government and Buhari went back to Daura. Over 1 million people welcome him. Those are the people we want to give revolution to. My brother, let me be honest with you. Nigeria is worth less than a zoo. In 100 years, God will give us life. We will live another 50 years. Me and you will talk about this.
What about the army general, chief of army staff?
Chief of army staff fall down on the ground.
Up to today,
nothing. Anthony General of Federation pie in Nigeria. Nothing. Anthony, but forget. It's a lost country. I beg, look for food and chop because I'm tired. Yesterday, I think about my life.
The aim of the revolution might be to achieve a confederation.
You cannot achieve a confederation. Is a Nigerian for that revolution to happen. Biafran war, Oduduwa war, Arewa war must happen. That's the only thing. There is nothing. Any country that refuses to go to war can never achieve anything. Why do you think America have a nuclear weapon? Why do you think they have all this weapon? Why do you think they have everything they need to sustain themselves? Let me tell you something. There's a Yoruba man that will tell you today, it is Yoruba turn. When Hausa man come, Hausa man will tell you it's a Hausa man turn. Igbo man has not been present in our lifetime for so long. When Igbo man will come now, some Igbo man will be sentimental. It's Igbo man turn. If you criticize Peter Obi, if Obi is a president, they will tell you want to destroy him. We are mentally disabled. I was listening to Jonathan. Jonathan said, it is hard to wake people that pretend they are sleeping. If I'm pretending I'm sleeping, if you like, pour cold water on me. Logic man, am I going to wake up? I'm pretending. I know that I'm sleeping. Oh, you think VDM supporter don't know that VDM is wrong? Felix, you think VDM supporter don't know that VDM lie on that text message?
I'm not sure they know.
They know. They know. They know. It's political. They know. They know.
Somebody up it's a very deep, strong.
Mr. Ben, why I was suggesting possibly confederation should be the aim of a potential revolution is because we are so different in our cultural and ethnic practices. It will be almost impossible for us to unite as brothers, as true brothers.
Because we are not brothers and sisters.
Yes. So what the confederation would do is
go beyond that.
We are not even brothers and sisters. We are not brothers and sisters.
So in my opinion, what the confederation would do is, since we have 6 geopolitical zones, okay, each geopolitical zone will exist as an independent state, but under one country. Each geopolitical zone will have their own, government, managing their resources and controlling or directing the pace of their development, just like how it has been achieved over there in the UK, where we have the English people, Scottish people, Welsh people, and Northern Islands, coming together to, but they still maintain their independent states, but they are under a particular umbrella of association, which is the United Kingdom, So because Ireland was so different, and we know why, religious reasons, Ireland is purely Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
And the other states, I think, no, Ireland is Pentecostal. British and the other, the other British states are Catholic. So I think that was the basis for their enmity, which even resulted to the Great Irish Potato Famine, which killed a lot of Irish people until today. They are still trying to heal. So since Ireland, we had that cultural and religious differences with the other British states, they had to withdraw themselves and form their own country. And those states with similar cultural and religious values came together. And
Felix, I want to.
So I think if we pick from that, I would say states with similar cultural values can come together and form. There's no need to force religion or force any.
Felix, in the whole world today, Felix, in the whole world today, where do you see?
And all that.
Felix, stop now.
Okay, sorry. I think it's network. Sorry.
I have a question for you. Where in the world do you see 20 million people speaking the same language? Another 20 million people speaking the same language. Another 20 million people speaking different language. 3 different people speaking the same different language join together and call them one. Where in the world that experiment has worked?
That's what I'm saying. Not easy. That's what I'm saying.
So that experiment was weaponized to keep us where we are today. Let me tell you, the British wrote the Bible. They wrote dictionary. They wrote, listen, people that can write a Bible to condition the whole world when they don't accept the Bible by themselves. Go and preach Bible to anybody in the UK. Now, the slap you will get will reach your ear. Go ahead, Baba.
So, God bless you. If you visit Burkina, I was in Burkina 3 days ago. I'm in Abidjan today. I don't take Felix. I will enter this night. So, please, if you visit Burkina, I've been going to Burkina, West Africa since 2014. I'm doing business around West Africa, which I'm a marine engineer.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Burkina, I swear to God, you go cry. You will know that even Felix there, if they put them to power, if they promote all these old men, the country will be good. I go to Burkina, I cry. I cannot say anything. That country has changed totally. From their farmers, they have people that no beggar again. Everybody they love the country, and that country just changed from their border. If we carry in 2000 and before Corona, if we carry equipment from Ghana to Burkina, we hire. They will charge you almost $15,000 at their border because they don't get water. Now, nothing there. Military. If you want parts with equipment, you don't go pay $1. I don't believe my eye.
Yes.
I don't know if something will happen like that.
They don't happen.
Now, from Badagry to Cotonou, yeah, because I will move all West Africa by road. All this one, when you see Ratel, they play drum, say, this guy did there. They don't even know say me I did there. So from Badagry to Cotonou, we get 96 checking points. 96.
For what?
96, not even for inside border. Before you reach border, you go past 60 police checking point. 60 till now.
And we call it ECOWAS countries.
See, there's a video I make in ECOWAS in 2023 in ECOWAS headquarters. I tell all of them there, you see all these leaders, they are not ready to help Africa. And if you leave Nigeria, I cannot swear, but if we did not take action and get a young Nigeria, nobody will change our more. The people who are there, now they go sit there. Whether you like them or not, my brother, visit Burkina, you go cry. I swear to God. I see building. I think say I there for Mumbai. Building where they build for there. Now that building where they see for Mumbai city for India. Now they do for Burkina.
No, they are developing the city.
So
yes. And they say Saudi. Do you know what the West will do very soon? The West will now know that this guy is serious. They have no choice than to support him. You watch and see.
Nobody dey for border apart from military. For night, you go just see person dey smoke cigar for bush. I come dey ask the driver, say, "Who be that?" He say, "Na army." We are custom. He say, "Wetin be custom? I want carry equipment, go work for your country. You say make I pay $15,000. I think get the receipt. Oh. Now me want go work for them before. Now me go still pay that bribe. Today, nobody. He said if you want come work, carry and come, no pay anybody. Anybody will ask you anything. Leave and for that main road, and you go come. All those custom, quarantine, NDLA, EFCC, all those things, they don't dey.
EFCC.
The place where they wash clothes, the cleaner, I know how much I they give them before. The man said they don't bring the price down. I say who? He said we. He did not mention. He said I saw everybody.
Because the government bring price control into the city.
Yeah.
And any country that have no price in this UK now have price control. Let me tell you what I buy. If I go to Tesco, I buy onion. If I go to Lidl, it will almost be the same price. If I now go to Asda, it's almost the same price. It is called price control.
So why not go fit?
Because we no get sense. We no get sense. I tell you something. This is with a joke. We no serious.
Everybody wants us to follow one way. See all those girls where video and carry where they show their picture for Abidjan. If you go to Bonoa, it's just 45 minutes drive from Abidjan to Bonoa. You go see more than 1,000 girls again. No be girls.
Now content video won't go create there.
No, as you come back, as you want come back, you just want to distract everybody.
I say now content you want make him go Italy now.
No, go to see that time when he did. Nigeria that making 45 minutes to Bonoa. You will see 1,000 Nigerian people.
You know, say in don't show that video. I saw it. I don't want to talk about the video. When I saw the video, I was just laughing because I know this is a content. Because the girls were holding phone in their hand, they were all dressed. They will say they are kidnapped. These are girls that want to get attention. You understand? And then they want to get attentions. And VDM have hustled it now. VDM has showed those boys now. Without hearing from those guys, the story of those girls to enter that country, VDM have already showed them as a trafficker to the whole nation.
Mr. Ben, I will send you a video waiting happen for border here too for Aflao. You see those things where those girls they do there. If you go to Dakar for Senegal, they double that gate times 10. So if you say you want to depart them, no problem. Make it carry like five young shall grow. They will come by road because what they are saying that they need money to carry flight for them. From here to Abidjan, which flight? 2 days, 2 nights, you don't go carry them, come back. They need 5 young shall grow. Give her, make you go back then come.
Let me tell you, by the time VDM will enter that country, those girls will run away. I'm predicting this into you now. If VDM enter that, hold on, let me tell you. People should screen record this. There are 3 girls that show themselves today. VDM may not come with one of them. I'm telling you this thing.
No, Oga Ben, you like truth and I like you. They feel come by. You know why? I don't bring 2 girls from that place to Ghana. They don't come Nigeria. We agree. Say I will pay their transport to come Nigeria. When we reach Ghana, we dey chop. I look at
They run away.
I
they tell you.
No, they go leave that town because of the way the place be. They don't get where they sleep. And for that Abidjan, they get good water, they get water, and they get light. But if you know, and pig meat and prostitute is nothing for Bonoa. From 3 o'clock, they don't close work. People wait there that Bonoa, they work again. 3 o'clock, everybody don't park in Okada, they don't go buy drink. This beer, green bottle. Now each compound they sell them. Like the way you see Cotonou, everybody they sell fuel. If you go to Bonoa, anybody get beer parlor for your house. If they sell pig meat for front, if they sell pig meat, they drink there. So they go leave that place, but they not go come Nigeria. They go move for Ghana. That is the problem.
I wish VDM good luck with that, but I can tell you something. A phone is ringing. I think it's KT phone. I tell you something, yeah. It's crazy how we are having this conversation this evening, because for me, I don't see way out for that country. Now we have an individual country. Let me start from the northern part of Nigeria. In the north, even within the north, they have their different culture within the north. Then you come to the western part of Nigeria, they have their different culture within Yoruba land. Then go to Igbo. I say we are born like that, and then we have been conditioned to live like that for the rest of our life. If you go to my village now, my small tribe of Igbira land, they have a tribal sentiment. In the same Igbira, this one is this clan, this one is this clan, this one is this clan, this clan, oh, we are enemy to this clan, we cannot marry their people. I am looking like this.
Yeah, that is why I say we are not yet ready for a physical revolution.
We are damaged. We are damaged people. We are damaged people.
If you tell me we should put up a revolution to remove Tinubu, it will not solve our problems. What we need first is an ideological revolution.
We need young man, my brother. See, Felix. Yeah, we need young person. I swear, this. You know, we have religion, we have tribalistic, then we have
the young military guy
and begin to
the young military guy that we had in the person of Gowon. We saw the devastating damage that he caused. You know, it was under his reign that we had the brutal civil war that has further divided us up to this day. So, young guy, old guy, I think that's not our problem. Our problem is deep. We have a cultural problem.
Okay, I like what you brought now, because the last time we have this conversation, I disrupted and I left online. Now, do you know that war, that Biafran war, if it was left for Nigeria alone, Nigeria would have left Biafra to go. It was because of the oil that the British was collecting. Because I went back to read it again. It was because of that they sustained that war to defeat the Biafra. If he left for Nigeria, the Northerners were considering, okay, let these people go. But the British were there.
Yeah, after that July counter coup, the Northerners were like, let us leave this country. But the British called them and told them,
Felix, these people where they write VDM is not your problem here. Why these people are like this now?
They don't get sense. I bet leave those one. They don't get sense. I bet leave them. No. They don't get sense. Just leave them. They don't get sense. They don't get sense. They don't get. They don't. They don't get sense. Just leave them. They don't get sense. These are people who don't get sense now.
The last time I called Mr. Ben here, I talked about 200 people. Now send me message. They just they insult.
I say they don't get sense. And they tell you they don't get sense. These are the joke. They don't get sense. What are we talking now that is against VDM? No, what are we talking right now that is against VDM? If I tell you they don't get sense, and these are the people we want me to be fighting for. I dare UK. Some of them they prison. You want me to be? Some of them dare to die Ivory Coast now. They day inside Ivory Coast.
Some of them go check my Instagram. They see I did there. So people they tell me say now because of VDM I go. Meanwhile they go somewhere for 2014. Say people they track. I don't tire for this.
Baba, I tell you something. Baba, I understand what you're saying. I say if you think about VDM supporters, they are mentally disabled, and it's okay to call it that way. And it's not an insult. Me say if your hand now they do like this, me say you cannot use this hand anymore. So for them, waiting touch them now here. So it's hard to complain. You can be supporting VDM now. You can talk for VDM from now to tomorrow. The day you say VDM did not do this.
Maybe they block them now. Maybe
No. Let them be.
But this is the pen me now. If I come like this now, they go just they send DM.
I say they went to insult one woman. That woman have refused to come here now. They went to her page and abuse her mama. They went to her Facebook page and copy her daughter's picture and send it to her. The lady was just telling me, Mr. Ben, what have I done? What did I say wrong? I say, you see what I'm facing.
Mr. Ben, you know why I run that day?
Mm-hmm.
You get one day where I give belly for. See, you get one day where born for me. I know hide them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I swear that day where I come here, where we talk about D1, blah blah blah. The next thing for my DMO for Facebook, I swear, I go see that Pekin or the carrier and say me I abandon them for 2 years. They don't know what happened between us. They don't know so we don't go court. We don't go court.
Oh, they try to blackmail you with the Pekin.
Not the blackmail. Oh. Something where my wife say don't know to put my they carry that thing now run around from Facebook. Oh. Now today I enter Facebook. This is why I come here now. They don't insult here again. I don't. How they manage these people?
Baba, I say I get headache. Today I wrote. There's a lady. There's this Gisconnect. Gisconnect posted Harrison, and I went on that platform and I commented, and they were abusing me. Oh, Mr. Ben, you are accomplished. Andrew and you killed 2 girls. I just kept quiet. Because I follow this Gisconnect. There's a blog called Gisconnect. I really like the lady. I don't know if you guys know her. You guys need to follow her blog. Her blog is her blog is up to date with truth. She doesn't follow likes. You understand? She don't follow like what people likes. She do what she do. And I know she's not earning money from social media. It's a passion for her. So I've been following her for a long time. And then today she posted this video. Let me show you guys. Gisconnect. Let me go on Instagram and show it to you guys.
Somebody don't call me now. Say Felix now. Say Felix don't join you. Like I say which Felix? Anything when they say I agree. So that nobody stop you again. If you say I don't do it, what is your family go contact people? They say be related. You say make you agree. No. if you won't begin to deny.
Now, guys, listen to this video.
Good morning, family. My name is Harrison Wamnishu. We are currently at Okpanam, which is the North Local Government Area, Delta State. One of our Intel members reported that 2 siblings are pregnant for 2 different men. So we had to, move down to Okpanam for first fact findings and secondly to know what happened. And when we got here, we discovered that the 15-year-old girl is almost due. She's about 8 months pregnant, and then the other one is about six months pregnant. And the 15-year-old girl was lured into a home by a man who was a friend to their late father, and then the man took advantage of her, had a carnal knowledge of her on several occasions because the girl came to the house to beg to get food items as she was invited by the man, and it was a multiple sexual encounter that resulted in pregnancy. All right, so the other one, 16-year-old girl going to 17, said she was impregnated by her boyfriend, who is a 27-year-old boy. All right, and these are the 2 cases that we have. The man admitted sexual abuse, but not responsible for the pregnancy.
I have an erectile problem. That is very, very, I confirmed it. Everybody in my family knows. I can go inside and you can see the drugs I take for my erectile problem.
No problem, sir. You're not responsible for the pregnancy.
No, sir.
Did you do?
No, sir.
You don't.
I would like to. She's my Chino one. My cousin.
Or Motolaka, Nabedo. Oh yeah. I meet at bottom many times. Helping with my functional
Erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction. How can I sleep with my junior cousin?
It's possible.
Papa, my daughter, myself and my supposed daughter. You say you not get the time. You even know. Me and you met somewhere. Was it in prison? Hey! No, I was in prison. You had a problem with the
You know what the man talk? Yo, he said we met in prison. Listen, no. But hold on, guys. I need to pause this. The man Harrison is accusing now. If you listen to this story, because Nigerians don't listen. Logic man, Nigerians don't listen. The man said, I know you, Harrison. We met in prison. Right in front of him. Oh. We met in prison. And this is the human rights activist. So that video was posted on this lady's blog. And I was looking. Then I'm asking myself, what offense does this man commit? The other one is, the other girl is 16 years old. The boyfriend is 27. And the boyfriend impregnated her. So which offense? As far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen any offense there, even though the girl is young. But what is the age of consent in Nigeria? I don't really know. But is there any rape involved? No rape. The girl was pregnant and the belly is already big. Means that the family is aware the girl has been pregnant for a long time. And hold on. And there's no case about it. Then the other man, Harrison, is standing with that. The man say, I have erection problem. I know the thing bang. Now, when the man they talk with that, he say, everybody know I'm taking medicine. I can't even do anything. Harrison said, the Ometriaga. Harrison now do the small girl, Ometriaga. The girl say yes. How many times? Say many times. The man say, I not do that. I go touch my junior. Now small picking. Harrison called it out. The man called look at Harrison. I know you. We met in prison. So if you go on the blog, I went today. I was in the car. And then I went on the comment. Look at what I wrote on the comment. For me, I know good though. I wrote on the comment. I said, I wrote to the lady that owned the club, the blog, Disconnect. I said, I would like to express my serious concern about this individual named Harrison, who is operating a significant criminal enterprise in Asaba and the surrounding area. I urge you to reconsider sharing his story without third-party verification. While I believe that the vulnerable girls in those situations deserve help and rescue, Harrison is known for using emotional narrative to mislead the public and distract. Now my comment be this now. Emotional. Hold on. Now it's called Disconnect. Hold on. Let me finish first. I said emotional blackmail, emotional narrative to mislead the public and distract from his illicit activity, along with some corrupt police officer. I urge you to inquire about his involvement in the cases like those of Afiba and Celine and Andrew. It is important to review what he has done to obscure the truth in those matters. There are strong indications that he has orchestrated even a deception involving faking a human body. I caution you taking his claim at a face value. I've been following your page and I appreciate your commitment to uncovering truth impartially. I strongly recommend conducting your own investigation into Harrison. As my own investigation into Harrison, as my past encounter with him have led me to conclude that he's not a trustworthy person. I wrote it on the comment section. Disconnect is a big blog in Nigeria. The lady get back to me and wrote me straight. Yes, she inboxed me. Asked me. And people were like abusing. Hey, you are Andrew's accomplice. You and Andrew pie two girls. I say, you people are experiment. I say, you people have, Nigerian people have used guys as an experiment. So I cannot argue with you guys. Then the lady wrote me. When the lady wrote me, and asked me, why do I say this on her blog? Yeah, because she want to know, because I say I'm warning her to be careful. So she inquired. I went ahead. I said, my name is Ben. I'm a UK blogger. It is a long story. I say Harrison has been connected to corrupt element within Nigerian police. Can you mute yourself? Somebody join. Banti, can you mute yourself, please?
Yes, okay.
I said, Harrison, thank you. Just mute yourself. Let me read what I'm reading. Then we can go ahead. I said, my name is Ben, a blogger in the UK. It is a long story because the lady asked me to tell her why I say what I say on her blog.
Yes, yes.
So I have to go and introduce myself. And I took my time. I said, my name is Ben, and I'm a blogger in the UK. It is a long story. Harrison has been connected to corrupt element within Nigerian police force, operating in Asaba, Owerri, Abia, and Aba surrounding area. We often see him recovering money from police after the police extort the public after their extortion scheme came to light. Interestingly, he seems to always collect cash from police, even when the money was transferred in bank account. Are you seeing what I'm doing now, Logic Man? Logic Man, you hear me? Felix, you hear?
Yeah, go on.
I say he always seems to collect cash from police. When the case had already been cast, the guy will go and collect cash. I'm telling the lady now. I say recently he presented a case involving a young man who returned from Ghana, Kelechi. While traveling in that region, the police stopped him, kidnapped him, threatening to pay him, forcefully branding him a kidnapper and an armed robber. Then they forced him to transfer 3 million naira from his account. After his release, the guy went to share his story on social media. As the story gained traction, Harrison, who had never met this man, did not have his number, suddenly called him and promised to help him recover the money. How did Harrison got the number? I asked the woman. Yes. Now me they talk. I say, how did Harrison get this guy number? I say mostly from the police. I say in another case, he recovered 10 million naira in cash. This is a fact, it's on his blog. I say he recovered 10 million naira stolen from another Nigerian, NYC, traveling in the same area by the police. Harrison quickly contacted the victim and the money was returned in cash. What happened to the officers involved? Nothing. They returned to their corrupt individual. They returned to their corrupt activities. I say, ma, do you ask yourself, what is Harrison's interest in all of this recovery? Question mark. I said, I've written a petition to Nigerian police. Unfortunately, Nigerian police is working with him. My petition will go nowhere. Which only serve, I said, Harrison only serve to cover criminal behaviors of Nigerian police, and you should never take anything Harrison say on the social media at a face value. I said, then, if I devolve into the case of Afiba and Celine, now this is where I finish market, as well as the British suspect who was alleged to kidnap those girls, who was later killed in a questionable manner. It will become clear that Harrison even planted a human remain to confuse the public to cover up police actions. Just to think about it, he was the one who announced the girl were kidnapped. He was the same person who announced Andrew has been arrested. He was the same person who announced Andrew has been pied. He was the same person who went to identify Andrew's body. I say Harrison was the same person who came out and said somebody phoned him to say a body is in the street of Aba for 30 days. When I finished matter like this, the madam came back to me and said, eh? He said, I never see this. I said, yes. She said, I'm following you now. But this, I'm not lying. These are truth. These are 100% truth. It's not that I'm cooking this up. All the story about the money is in his account. You can go and see it there.
If not that Nigerian police are very so stupid, who's Harrison to be doing investigation?
Yes, and this is the guy do human rights. It's finished. This is the guy doing human rights in Nigeria. A human rights activist. Are we not we well at all?
No. And the funniest thing, you see people sharing him up.
Yes, he has 250,000 people. What he does, this guy is a kidnapper. He do all this yeah story now to ginger emotion.
Like he's doing the good work.
Yeah, he's doing a good work, but in the night, he go and rob people. I know him. I have his voice note here. You will hear him talking to me. These are the people that Nigerian people want to believe. Somebody who eat of other rice and his belly they pain him, he can't come out saying get kidney problem. Come post on social media collecting donation until one of his friends say, Oga, when did he start having kidney? Fellas, have you ever seen a hungry man where they do philanthropists in this world?
Nobody will get food to chop.
But when they get food to job, when they get career, you know get job. These are they do philanthropists. Eh? No, they will finish. It's already finished now. Police are no longer giving him money because I was on his case. Every money he presents, I come and highlight it here. I say, Harrison, that money was not collected in cash. Why are you collecting cash? Where are the officers? Because as soon as any money is collected and the people went on social media, the PRO will call him and say, go and meet them, go and meet them. One guy came here, Kelechi came here to analyze, narrate his story on this platform here. We posted it, we got about almost 200,000 views on the video. Harrison will randomly call you and say, my name is human rights activist. I am going to help you to recover your money. You know, I hate police extortion. And then when Harrison will bring money, Harrison will tell you, don't talk to any media again and warn you. The guy he collected 10 million from told me that Harrison warned him not to ever speak to any media. He brought the money in cash after police kidnapped this guy for almost 48 hours. The money was transferred to police from different accounts. Some money, people even transfer money from abroad because they wanted to pay the NYC guy. He's on his platform. I'm not lying. He's on his platform. Harrison Gwaminishu. Go there and watch yourself and ask yourself, even Fala now, even senior advocate of Nigeria will not be able to collect cash from police. For police to carry 10 million, give you. You know, they ask yourself a question.
It's all gimmicks.
These are the fraud. And for VDM supporter, may I ask VDM to look into Harrison and look into me. Yes, VDM says it's a big fight. Oh yeah, put your searchlight on Harrison activities. Investigate them. In short, you don't even need go and watch his videos. The whole crime scene is on his page. A copper was traveling for Yenegua. Police kidnap him. Carry the guy, go office, go collect 3 million. Beat him. The guy went on social media. As soon as the guy is on social media, the guy was finishing for Harrison, call him. How did you get the number, Harrison? If no police give you, say, I beg, Oga, go help her clean this case up. Don't mind him. Today, this was activities. I wrote Human a long paragraph with fact. And I'm not even telling you, don't believe me. Just go and look the comment. Go and look the video by yourself. and ask yourself. In short, when you are looking at the video, be looking at the man's face. Yes, okay. Okay. How many of you are here? 11 people on TikTok. Harrison Gwaminishu is his Instagram account. Just go there and watch his video. Don't take anything I say. Just watch his video. And watch his video and look at his eye. You will see the truth, I'm telling you now. You can't fake it. He's a criminal. Someone will not get job. If they do human rights activist.
And that's the funniest thing. That's the people Nigerians are done. That's the people who are our heroes. Look deeper and look deep.
Mumu Nation. So police go collect 10 million from somebody, kidnap the person, collect 10 million. You go and collect the cash. What happened to those officers?
Before you know, they'll say he's speaking for the voiceless.
So Mumu EU, then go become victim to police brutality in that country. So I was so happy today that I put my mouth in the case. And I went to the comments and I blast anybody that comment, oh, you are Andrew's friend. I say, yes, I'm Andrew's friend. Never lie about it. Only a coward would deny his friend. I don't deny my friend. He's my friend. That is his behavior. I don't support it. He's an adult. He's a 53-year-old man and 40-something-year-old man. Money-wise, he's richer than me. He's a multimillionaire. I am just 1,000. So I don't know why you expect me to be telling him what to do. Very useless. They think they can bully me. Come and bully me again now. So let's go back again. Let me tell you guys something. That country, anybody that is giving you hope, is a fallacy. It's a fallacy. I don't want to grow gray hair anymore. Our people know that they are sleeping. They pretend they are sleeping. So you can't wake them up. When they are ready, they will be on the street like Venezuela. They will carry Tinubu and let me not say what I want to say.
The problem is, we have a cultural problem, Mr. Ben. So it will be very difficult in this situation for everybody to have one mind and fall on the streets without having something that binds them together outside just changing bad government. So even after changing the bad government, moving forward, we still have tribal issues. Which tribe should dominate the government, or which tribe should dominate the politics? So we need to have an ideological ground that everybody really believes in and work together to achieve, irrespective of tribal differences.
Yeah, we can never achieve tribal differences. It's finished. It's like a condemned milk. You cannot change it. It's mixed with it's jollof rice with stone. I'm telling you the truth. You're cooking a new rice or you're throwing the rice away.
We must find a way and look for solutions.
Okay, give me an idea how you can talk to an Hausa man to see a reason with you.
The way Nigerians think. Because it's from the thinking that's where the problem is. When people think right and don't know that right, let us compare people that don't know what they want to do, what they want to achieve. So you see where the problem is? Because we can be saying this now, you have some set of people going against you, whereas they know that these things you are fighting for, they're going to benefit from them. Because tell me how any logical person or anybody that is serious with the truth will be in this government with the hardship and still be praising this government. Tell me how. That's a normal way to think. Do you think that person is normal? It's just like telling me to put my hand in fire when I know if I put my hand in fire, that fire is going to burn me and I'm going to withdraw my hand.
and you sit, allow me to put my hand, then I will put my hand in the fire, and it burns, then I will move my hand out, and I will not tell you that, no, it's not hurting me. Whereas I'm lying to myself, whereas I'm feeling the pain, but I'm trying to cover it up. You see where the issue is? Because Nigerians, they don't like telling themselves the truth. In this kind of hardship, you still have people defending this government. Whether it's sentimental defense, I don't know. That's why you see it happening in Nigeria every time. They'll say, oh, this person is my brother, my townsman, my brother.
That's our problem.
You see it, and you know this thing is bad.
They will. Some people even pay you.
A way of reasoning.
That's our problem.
Yes.
And we don't just have a cultural problem, we also have a religious problem. We have been divided on religions. So I think if we're even to have a revolution, it should be a revolution that at the end of the day, we're going to achieve probably a confederation. Maybe we pick out of the 36 states, we might pick 3 states that have very similar cultural similarities.
Do you know why Nnamdi Kanu is contained?
You said?
Do you know why Nnamdi Kanu is contained?
I know.
Nnamdi Kanu is contained not because they believe Nnamdi Kanu will get Biafra tomorrow. They want the idea being sold for the next generation. So they are trying to frustrate this man because there is no other possible answer than neither Nigeria will sit down together and say it's enough is enough. Hausa, go away. Yoruba, go away. Igbo, go away. Then the KKK tribe, like my tribe, who is minority, we can now see where we more fitter to join. We join. The nation cannot work. We have everything that is okay. Tell me, Felix, tell me what connects you to the north. Tell me one thing that connects you to the north, cultural wise, language, food, clothing. Tell me one thing.
That's the only connecting factor. Human beings, we are Africans.
So you are more connected. This is your skin, but your skin don't determine who you are.
When you see someone dress up as a Yoruba man, as an Hausa man, or as a Igbo man in a foreign land, how do you address the person? You address it by tribe first before you ask him he's in Nigeria.
You know immediately. You identify him by his tribe.
If we meet outside the country, I would see the person as my fellow Nigerian brother first before even asking him. Or I would firstly see him as my fellow African brother. Then I would now ask him, are you from Africa? Where in Africa are you from?
No. We are not telling you to ask. We are not telling you to ask. If I dress like a Igbo man now and you see me in London, I just see me. What do you think?
If you dress like an Igbo man, I will assume you are.
What about if I talk?
You speak Igbo.
If I speak English and you can hear my accent.
But you dress Igbo.
No, normal English dress and you just hear my accent. You will know this Igbo man.
Yes, if you have the Igbo accent. Yes.
Now,
yes.
This is the problem. There is no a country that have 50 million, a nation that have 50 million population should not be together with another language that have 50 million population, even 10 million. Europeans have distributed that. If you go to Europe, Latvia is 1.5 million. Lithuania is 1 million. You hear the name Latvia, Lithuania, Romania. You hear ro there. Are you hearing it?
Yeah.
Why do you think they divided their because nobody, every culture matters. Food, this food that you are eating matter. Food is your culture. That's why you cannot sell yam in Tesco. Now, Igbo man will come and buy your yam. They don't need it. They have their own cultural food. No matter how bad it is, that is their own. Potato.
But the division, is it really the solution? Because Sudan...
No, division is a permanent solution.
Sudan has divided into Sudan and South Sudan.
Because Sudan is not governing themselves. The people that divided them, The people that divided them on a transactional base. The people that divided Sudan divided them on a transactional base. Nobody's coming to save Africa. There's no Oyibo man that will come and save Africa. It's over. In short, Oyibo man want Africa to be the way it is. Divided.
The thing is, our politicians themselves do not even own themselves. They do not even, they are like puppets just put there to, help manipulate the system and ensure that Western powers keep exploiting the Nigerian resources. So that is the problem. So unless we can be able to do what was done in Cuba, when America was influencing and controlling Cuba's resources until Fidel Castro took over and completely terminated American imperialism in Cuba. That was why, even up until his death, he was never loved by.
How long? How do you know the suffering the Cuban people have to go through?
No, that's what the Western media told us.
So that they went through suffering. Actually, they sanctioned them. They didn't give them nothing. But let me tell you, for the last 20 years, North Korea has been existing. Open a visa center today for North Korea. Nigerians in millions, they will move there.
But North Korea is progressing. They are developing. They even have nuclear weapons.
Why do you think they achieve what they are achieving? Because they have decided, if we are going to die, let us die alone. We are ready to deliver ourselves. If we are going to perish, let's perish alone. And you stand your ground. You begin to produce. Number one, you produce food for yourself. Food. Who need car? If there's a food, F cars. We will go back to reboot. We will take another 100 years to fix Nigeria, to fix Africa. But nobody want to do it. Now, I shared a video yesterday where there's no water in Lekki. Somebody went to Nigeria and buy a house of almost $1 million and no water.
$20 million.
No waters. No water. Water that is on the ground, though. Water is already in the ground, though. Just connect it and distribute it. No water. In Lekki, we have the bigger high sea. Just connect it and refine it. No water. Tell me about it. And where you have Wike, who decided to ask for 33% of the revenue of Rivers State for himself. And the president said, yeah, you can have it. I need the state for my next election. I'm removing the governor for you. And some Nigerians will come on the TV and say, Wike is ungrateful. Poor man telling me Wike is Fubara is ungrateful. A poor man.
You know, Nigerians, that's the video I even made today. It's only in Nigeria you see poor people fighting for the rich.
Yes. They will pay you for the rich. My brother, I want to stop this broadcast. I thank you guys for actually joining me today. Brother Logic Man, speak now. Oh, Banty is here. Banty, go ahead. Banty Eyes, go ahead. Sorry. Good evening.
Yeah, evening.
What is your contribution? We're just generalizing everything. Today is not serious. We're just talking everything. But serious, but not serious. So we are not fighting anyone. No. No. At least VDM is off the menu today.
No, I understand. You know, before your live stream, I don't come up. But since that day I come your life, I get to read to your life.
Yeah.
The thing is that one thing about our country, Nigeria, we have different problems. We have tribe problem, we have the government problem, and we have a religion problem. First thing first in Nigeria, the major problem is the Christianity in Africa. I think that is what is bringing us back, the Christianity. Because everything is all about church. You know, although it's not that I'm against the church, no. we are all Christian, good and fine. But the Christian aspect is the one going on back. Okay, take a look at we have big problem in Africa now. No church, those big church, nobody is speaking out. Everybody just speak mute as if everything's going well in Africa. Of course, we know that nothing is going nowhere. We have insecurity problem, hunger is in the country, power failure.
Hold on, let me block one guy. Call one mumu man. We know sabi something. No, some people no get filter. King NBG. You're supposed to get sense. You're supposed to get sense small. Even if you do VDM now, your papa, we know abusing VDM here. We are just having a banter, but you are taking it personal. Now your papa don't block for this platform now. I know so you are blocked at the other one. You block on this one as well. Go ahead, Banty.
So that is the major problem we have in Africa now. Okay, take a look at what is going on now. And everything is just dabaru. Nobody is coming out to speak for the youth. It's only the youth that is ranting on the internet now. Everybody is doing 30 days ranting. Still, the government they are paying deaf ear on it as if they are not seeing the ranting. Just take a look at only the copper game. Make a video no less than 24 hours. Everybody see it. The government react to it. But now, most of, let me say, like 1,000 people now is now making ranting, and there's as if they have not seen anybody's video. But a single person make a video in less than 24 hours. Everybody see it. So, Mr. Chair, what do you see? This just
my brother. Our country is born. Every Nigeria is a selfish man in nature. Nobody wants to die for another person. So, and that is the difference. That is the problem we have. As a country, nobody wants to pay for another person. Everybody want their likes and their love to be going on, and they want to enjoy their fruit of their labor. And that is a problem. That is the difference between Oyibo man and us. That's what this man here, Thomas Sankara, believe in an ideology. And today, Ibrahim Traore is living on this man ideology. It's an ideology that this man had years ago. Now, how funny it is. Look at this guy's face. Look at Ibrahim Traore's face. Ideology leave.
The protests that happened 2020, which is NSAS, that fear is in most of the youth mind. You see, that protest was very severe. That fear of that protest, the shock, see, the youth.
5th of April.
Yeah, that shock, bro. So you know, go believe me, that fear of that NSAS. I tell you, people see the reason that incident, like being tricked. So you think they drop most of the youth back.
Bounty.
Yeah.
You know that we are the only race that never conquer any other race.
Yes.
Yes, I understand you. If the only thing that the government will not use the armed forces on the youth, people are willing to take 100 days protest to the street. But the thing is that the government will come after the
government. This is how it works. Let me tell you. It's cost that Baba, you did sacrifice for your children now, isn't it? You did do extra hour. You did do Saturday shift. Why are you doing that for your children? Okay? Yes. Until Nigeria go to a level where, okay, look at what I'm doing on this platform. I take abuse. I take everything just because I have a message to pass. Go and look at bloggers in Nigeria. Once they don't receive likes, they don't talk about it.
Don't forget the blogger. Don't forget that.
No, what I'm saying is this. Once they don't receive likes, they don't talk about it. Nobody wants to sacrifice their joy for another person. And this mentality is only in Africa. Now, if we come out for protest and 10 people pie, and we are still outside there, how much they want pie? Who go stay? I tell you, any country that want to revolute themselves and they're not ready to pay, unless you are ready to pay for something, you can never live for that thing. No.
international community will go involved.
Yes, now.
They'll contact the government say you cannot start buying your own people. You have to stop.
P2B. This is why I see I'm skeptics on supporting P2B for anything. P2B won election. He knows he won election. He knows he won the election. He was robbed overnight. What did he do in the morning? He was preaching peace. He was preaching peace. That was the opportunity for revolution in Nigeria.
Yeah, it was a big one.
He was scared to go to jail. His vice was saying, let's go on the street. Anarchy. He said, no, don't talk. They removed the vice from the press conference. They never allowed him to talk again.
And anybody that is scared to go to that, you expect that person to be a good leader. You don't want to sacrifice.
Is it P2B don't want to even be arrested as they see him so. That's what they do. He's a pretender. He's a pretender because we cannot really see him. Why is he not calling out for protest now? Why is P2B not coming out and say, oh yeah, tomorrow we are doing peaceful protest in Abuja. Let Tinubu arrest him. Why is he not doing it? You want me to come and do it? Or you want a youth copper to come and do it? Then you become a president, Dala. Let's be honest with ourselves. Nigeria is not ready. No, I'm telling you, I am not. I'm telling you, why is P2B? Why is Atiku? Why are they not coming on the street the way Tinubu came out?
You know that those people, they are politics. So,
but was Tinubu not playing politics when Tinubu was protesting?
That one is true, yes. Tinubu called for protest, time of good luck. Time of good luck.
Yes.
You want a protest, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
so what is happening? What is happening now? Why is the opposition not coming out for protest? Why are they looking for press conference from left and right? My brother, forget jokers, man. They are listen. I tell you something. Nigeria is a lost nation. I don't have any hope for you. Don't come here and borrow hope from me. I'm not ready to motivate you for hope. Very soon now, I'll be doing dengue. I will shake nyash. Zina, I will not like be that.
No, Mr. Bay, I wouldn't love us to be defeated. I still think there is hope, though it is very slim.
My brother, you cannot tell a man there is a hope. I'm already a British. I have double citizenship of European Union. I am already a very confidential person in my life, and I need to enjoy the grandchildren of my life. Look at my hair. For 3 days now, my white hair has gone. No, I'm being honest with you. You cannot fight for Nigerians will kill you. They will take you to sacrifice, and they will laugh over you.
Anyway, let us keep looking for solutions.
Let the people in Nigeria wake up. We are galvanizing them now. Look at the monkey that came here now and say, don't talk about VDM. What are we talking about VDM? You see, and that is another experiment I'm talking about. Nigerians are experiments. They're experiments, and social media is very happy that can people with this?
You know, the aim is to defeat us and make us lose interest.
My brother, those that have interest are the one contesting for election in 2027. Let them come out. I'm being honest with you now. I will correct my people. My platform.
The difference is that they have personal interest.
No. I don't have a national interest anymore. Our platform now is to empower the public to be making their own self-decision, wise them up, teach them to understand how to discern information. That's all. If you are going to change it for them, Baba, I am telling you, I have seen Nigeria to their toilet. And this is why leaders, people go into government, they are pretending. Once they are into government, they will become the wicked ever. Because they have seen that Nigerian people, if you don't wicked them, they will betray you. I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you the truth now. And that's what I'm telling you. It was like this for me since last week. I look left, I look right. I'm like, Ben, what are you fighting for? Do you want to change these people? They are not ready. These people are experiment. They are not ready. Okay. Go and look at church on Sunday. Tell me how they are ready. The biggest pastor in Nigeria, what's his name again? One of the big, no, this one, Mountain of Fire, Abiyomi. I saw one of his miracles today. He was telling somebody to do hand like this so that he can correct the hand. One child, hand grow. He was growing hand. I'm looking, and people are doctor. That is where Fubara went. Fubara worship in that church day before yesterday. Salvation Army. That's where Fubara went to worship. No, okay. The man who carry a child and say, "Do your hand like this. I am healing you. Your hand is getting longer." Fubara, a governor of a state, went to sit under that man. I beg. Nobody should. I am going to go into Nyash content. Nyash and breast.
That's what I want to see. We have a psychological problem.
I said, let me tell you. Pastor, what's his name? What's his name? This Salvation Army. His biggest church is in Port Harcourt. That's where Fubara went there before yesterday. The man was doing a miracle. He has a child to do hand like he say, one of your hand is short. He's going to pray for you for your hand to get long. And the whole crowd were shouting, "Hallelujah!" And you can see the man pushing the hand, helping the little boy to push the hand front. And your leader of your state is sitting down in that kind of congregation. And later he will do like this for the man. We are finished.
We have pushed religion to a level that it is not supposed to be. Religion has outshined or has gotten the relevance over things that are supposed to be relevant.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you, sir. The religion that you are seeing today was what was planted from the beginning. Religion is doing the intended purpose for what it meant for. In short, whoever invented religion is thinking, wow, that person should receive 100 Nobel Prize. What else do you want to give to them? Go and tell a British man you want to stretch somebody's hand to grow. They can't slap you here. They'll be like, is this guy okay? They want you to go home if you're walking, like you're not well.
It has taken over our common sense.
A British person will tell you, you need to return back home. Because are you saying that you want to stretch somebody's hand to grow longer? You need to go back home.
When you're supposed to go and see your GP.
Even your GP cannot stretch your hand to get longer.
That's why many of them decide their boys don't see home now because they send you to go and treat a patient. You are praying for the patient. When it's time for you to give the patient drugs, medicine, you be praying for him or her.
Before we even start saying, thinking about how to solve the problem of religious division in the country, we should even start looking at how to eradicate our minds from the religious imprisonment.
You cannot.
We are finding ourselves.
You cannot eradicate it. You cannot eradicate it. It's listen. What we just say now. Some people will watch now. They will say we are Antichrist. And there's no small religion. No. Some people will be like, okay, I'm religion, but I'm not like this. Once you are religion, there's no small or bigger. You are all you people are all in the same equality. I'm telling you, you have to really understand this thing. You have to really understand. Religions take your normal thinking away, take your logic away.
That's true.
Religions rob you of reasoning. It robs you of using your brain to engage in a high capacity. Religions take that away from you. Religion is emotional. You are emotion. You are thinking God will do it.
The thing I need to understand, why, if you are religious and you are sick, why do you take medicine? If you believe that you pray, you get well. So if you can take medicine, you can afford to swallow any tablet. For you to, just like I tell people, the concept of painkiller is to this painkiller doesn't even cure pain. But people believe it cures the pain. How? It's an illusion.
Logic man.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what is the mindset of a British person over forgiveness? Did they forgive? Stand the word forgive?
No. See,
let's
be honest with ourselves now. See, European person, typical Caucasian, they don't forgive. They judge you from your past.
There's no forgiveness. It's zero chance.
If you do 100 good things, the day you do one bad thing, the 100 thing when you don't do, don't cancel. They'll see you as that bad because they believe you have been pretending. And that's how that system works.
And that is also how the African system used to work before religion, found its way in. Before, if in a typical African society, if you commit a crime, if you have brought a bad name to yourself and to your family, and if the crime is big enough, you'll be banished from the village completely. There's no forgiveness.
See.
So even if you say, okay, yes, please forgive me, and maybe the village chiefs and the king forgives you, the people in the village, when they see you, they will say that boy that stole chicken from this person's house, and that stigma will remain with you forever. So that was why we did not really have prison, because Africans, we had this moral system. Things like this make people to be very careful with how they behave and how they relate with other people. So crime was minimal, because you know that the kind of psychological trauma you go through if you commit a crime in the village, the way people will treat you, it will so affect your mind that you will even want to consider killing yourself. So religion came in and taught us forgiveness, second chance, and all those, and we really took advantage of that, and we abused it. And now crime is a norm, because you cannot judge the next person anymore. They say, who are you to judge me? But in a typical African society, everybody judges you. If you steal a goat, they will lie you down in the village square. They will flog the hell out of you. And after flogging you, nobody would want to associate themselves with you, because they'll say, that one we don't thief goats, that one that thief. Your parents will be ashamed, because other women will use you to mock your parents.
This is on Wikipedia. Go ahead, please. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Frankie.
Sometimes I'm always fighting with you.
Go ahead.
But I want to ask this question. Do you think that is even necessary to have any religion? Like anyone, be it Christianity, be it traditional, and all of that?
We had religion in Africa. We have our own. We had our own religion.
But do you think that religion is okay?
Our African religious system.
Yeah.
I don't really call it African religion. I call it our tradition.
Yes, African.
Our tradition is that on a yam festival, we come out and celebrate yam and worship the god of yam that give us yam. So our traditional in those days is that we believe in herbs and all those things that heal people. That's what we do. Now, in a modern religion, was an organized religion to keep some certain group of people enslaved. Now, that is why they call it theology. Theology is a process of conditioning people. Now, my sister, let me answer you, Frankie. Religion is the most retrogressive thing that ever happened to human race.
Okay, because previously, or rather in the past, okay, when someone is wrong or do something bad, or someone is wrong or do something bad, sometimes they do banish those people and they become an outcast. So do you think that's a good idea? Like, is it normal to humanity?
No, it's still happening in this country. What happened in this country is when somebody do something bad in the UK, you get blacklisted from ever taking position again.
Yeah, but you still live in the society.
Yeah, you live in society. For example, now let me tell you.
You will live in prison.
No. Let me tell you how it works in this country. And that's the mentality we have. And I believe that if we would have kept doing it, we would have evolved into even a better way. In the UK, if you commit, for example, you go and knock small children, they will put your name on sex register. They will tell you can't live in some community. They will tell you can't live 30 minutes away from where children live. You cannot live near school. You cannot do this. After you serve your jail time, your record will be there forever and ever and ever. Your children will know about it. That is what is called punishment. Now, if you look at what happened recently in Nigeria, where a senator was threatening an Uber guy, that guy went and bowed down in the Senate and paid his way out. The same thing happened on the same week in the UK. The guy has been sentenced to jail. He has lost his position as an MP, as a senator. His children will never, are you listening? His children will never dream of contesting.
Okay, so let me do a quick one. What you just explained now, okay? I'm trying to, should I say subtract? Okay, let me put the word subtract.
Yeah, subtract, yeah.
Okay. You were saying that the same thing that happened in the Senate House the last time and UK. So do you think, because oftentimes a lot of people blame the white people for Africa not being developed, okay? Do you think that Africans have low IQ?
I think you see, let me, if I should answer that.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Let me answer that. It's got to do with our system of thinking. If you look at our history, Africans, we have a fundamental issue of forgiveness. And it's eating all the thing. You see now, what we are facing in Nigeria today, I can tell you that 99.9% of all our politicians in high places, both the ones that are elected, both the ones that are probably elected, they've all had issues of corruption in their past, one way or the other. If they are properly investigated, you will see one line, they have stolen money before, they have done this, they have done election malpractice before, and these are the same people we still elect. And these are the same people we still worship. You will see something just now, recent now, in the economy of Nigeria now. People are going through a lot. People are suffering. People cannot afford a decent life. You will see in Nigeria still praising this government.
My question to the men, do you think Africans have right?
Yes.
No.
To an extent they do.
No, I will disagree. Logic man.
Why will you disagree? Tell me.
I will disagree completely with you.
Tell me why.
Africans under colonial governments and post-colonial governments have low IQ because they were programmed. I'm coming.
Hold on, I'm coming.
They were programmed to think, to be that way, so that exploitation can be easy and revolt will not be a possibility. But Africans, I'm coming. Africans before colonialism, we had the highest IQ in the world. If
your African, if you follow your history very well, I don't know how grounded you are in history.
Okay, hold on. I want to.
No, I'm coming. That issue of IQ, I want to deal with it first before you continue.
Deal with it, but let me still put something in it. You said they don't have
IQ,
Well, listen, sir.
Okay.
You said they don't have low IQ before. No, they have high IQ before colonialism, right?
Yes.
Okay. If they truly have high IQ before colonialism, why would they killing people for sacrifice? Human like them.
I'm coming to that. Killing people for human sacrifice is not in any way related to high IQ or low IQ.
Okay, hold on. Why is it that people were still worshiping those people?
Are you asking me questions because you want to ask questions, or you want me to?
You can answer all of them at the same time.
You need to be specific.
Yes, I'm going different direction. I'm asking you why is it that
when you talk about IQ, sir, let's not go too far.
Okay, let me ask you this question: Where did the British people get their civilization from?
Okay. I would love to.
Since you think the West are really intelligent, where did
Switch is supposed to talk. Listen, first,
no, I want to treat the matter to the roots.
No, you don't go too far. Look yourself, you as you there as a human being right now, and look yourself from head to toe. Tell me one thing when your body when a black man produce. You talk about IQ.
No. There's a difference between civilization and westernization. Anything that I'm wearing now, listen now, Logic Man.
Okay.
There is a difference between civilization and westernization. For the first side, they wear American clothes does not make me civilized.
No, that's
it only makes me. It only shows that I am advancing the culture of the American people. It does not mean I am civilized. Wearing a foreign cloth does not mean I have a high IQ or low IQ. Driving a foreign car does not prove high or low IQ.
No,
okay, so
Franca, is it not intellectual quotient? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at civilization, because what you are indirectly implying is that Africans are the least civilized people in the world. So Franca, turn your mic on, please.
I think we are.
So now, and I told you that our Logic Man went now. And I told you that our civilization died. Our civilization died when colonialism entered Africa.
Okay, I agree with you. Our civilization died when colonialism entered. It is the same ideology that make those people to look at us and think we are defeatable for them to even make attempt in the first place. And after they made the attempt over 400 years ago, now tell me, in the whole of African continent, where are we standing? Now, we are still talking about in 24th century. Hold on, please. Hold on. Felix, I have to stop you there. We don't have all the... You
are forgetting something.
Felix, in 24th century, no, hold on. Do we have a government? Do we have a government in Nigeria? Do we have a government? No.
We are not operating our government. We are not civilized in our...
So we are not civilized then. We cannot be blaming slave master.
We are only westernized.
We are not westernized. We are not civilized. Jesus.
Was given to us. It is not our traditional system of government that we are practicing.
We don't need a government to lure ourselves.
We are not familiar with what we are doing. That's why we are confused.
I'm so angry right now. Oh my God.
Hold on. Okay. I want to say something. So you were quick to say, okay, that our government is colonized, okay? We are not working our way, you understand? Right? That's what you were trying to say, right?
And I don't really get you.
Okay, Mr. Beck asked you that, do we have a government? Then you answered him that we are not practicing our supposed government lane, right?
Our familiar system of government that we were practicing before colonialism came in, yes, we are no longer practicing it.
Okay, stop there.
I don't practice that kind of government in this modern era now.
Why can't we? But the British are still practicing their traditional system of government. We have other countries that have maintained their traditional form of government. And that was why they civilized themselves to this point.
Before the British practicing the system. And then practicing monarchy system. That they have a prime minister.
They are still practicing monarchy system.
But they have a prime minister now.
That does not yes, because they are trying to get the people more involved in the political process.
Difference.
But they still have a monarchical structure that is guiding the government.
Okay. Now I'm talking to you, Phyllis, and I want you to be answering me. Mr. Logic, hold on first, okay?
You have not answered it. You did not allow me answer other your IQ this thing. You just keep asking questions.
No,
I don't know if you are looking for answers.
No, I've answered. Mr. Beck answered you, right? And Mr. Beck
But the IQ question you answered, I was trying to answer it to the roots.
Felix. Felix, this is 21st century. If you do this in China, hold on. If you do this in China, what will happen to you? If you do what this guy is doing in China, what will happen to you? No, if you try to do this in China, what will happen? Why do you think if China allowed it, citizen will not accept it? The citizen will accept it. But China system, the government know what the danger this is.
You know why? Thank you for mentioning China. You know, China was also colonized by Britain.
No.
And yes, they became a republic in 93. You can check that out. Yeah. China went back to their traditional system. If you go to China, you will not find any remnant of anything British in their way of life.
They uproot everything.
Back to their traditional system that they were practicing before colonialism. That is why China is where they are today. You cannot force a people to develop on another person's cultural system. It is not possible. No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. I will set some instances. When Africa was great was when Africa did not have any Western influence. Some of the scientific structures, some of the structures that science cannot explain today are found in Africa when Africans were Africans. If you go to Egypt, Egypt is the origin of knowledge. All these things we are studying here now in school, the education we are enjoying today, the origin was found in Egypt. The Greeks themselves that passed this civilization they got from Egypt to the Romans.
So what? Felix, Felix, I want to close. The reality is this: we are defeated. I can leave you guys.
I'm coming. The Greeks got their civilization from Egypt. The Romans got their civilization from Greece. The British people got their civilization from the Romans.
So what are they?
In fact, Mr. Ben, there was a black man from Africa. I want to trace it back. You can Google it. Septimus Severus. He ruled Rome as an emperor.
Bro, that's olden days.
Bro, we are talking about now that we are wise now.
I'm telling you, when Africans, we had the highest IQ.
Our IQ is supposed to be increasing.
When the British people were still in the bush, Severus
don't like what you are doing. Hold on.
Severus.
Listen.
Felix, stop. Felix, these names don't relevant anymore to us.
Let me say this last point. Okay, logic man, let me say this last point. Severus was from Libya. When he took over Rome as an emperor, when he went to Scotland, he said that the British people are like savages and they are strangers to clothes. Their kingdom, their empire is in the. I know I'm not telling you something I don't know. I'm telling you something I know. This is an African man explaining the British people. You can go and read on that.
What about
the British people? I'm not here to shout. Just listen. Later, you go and fact check me. This is a black man describing the British people. He said the British people are like savages. They are strangers to clothes, and their kingdom is in the forest. When Libya
is that
studied in Libya.
I want to stop you there, Felix, because we don't have the time. Felix, all this history, let me cut it out for you. Felix, let me cut it out. Felix, let me cut it out for you. I'll cut it out for you. And then because I'm going to end this now, it's almost 1:30 and I want to rest. But let me tell you something, Felix. Felix, listen. I know exactly what you're talking about. This blood is in our DNA. We do this all the time. Logic man, you know, if you enter work now with Oyibo boy, and you know the work more than him, what Oyibo man will expect you to do? They will say, we just employ Josh now. Show him around. You show Josh around. A black man automatically transfer the knowledge to Josh. In 1 month, Josh want to be your supervisor.
True.
You and Josh will have a problem. The whole company will support Josh against you. Now you train Josh. Oh. Exactly. Now you train Josh. Oh. But if it is you that came and Josh need to train, Josh will never hand over to you the knowledge how that place works. But we are just too thinking we are nice. Hey, nice to meet you, Josh. Josh, you need like a cup of coffee? Oyibo man will tell you, do you like a cup of coffee? He will stab you in the back instantly. Now we they transfer knowledge to them and they will use that knowledge against us. Now, all of this history you are talking about, Felix, where does it lead us to? 100 generations later, see where we are.
Our civilization was tempered on. Ethiopia that was never colonized. Can you say Ethiopia is at the same level with Nigeria?
Okay, I want to conclude before I go down because I'm about to go down.
My sister, I'm so sorry. You go ahead.
Ethiopia is far ahead.
Bro, Shield, I want to say something, okay? You were saying about the government, okay? I just want to conclude before I drop. Do you know that we can take power from the government as the people? But why are we still reluctant?
Coward.
We are scared.
We are cowards.
Because we are cowards.
Yes.
Yes.
We are cowards.
Yes, I will agree.
The abroad that everybody is going today, the people fought for it and they become what they want. And the government cannot do without them. You understand? So you can't tell me that we have that IQ. Bro, don't say that. Don't ever say that.
No, we have high IQ. If we take away all the influences, that all the Western influences,
we can change a narrative or we can change anything within a day as the people. If we
our mindset, and it's not like we are not intelligent people. If you look at America,
intelligent be on the difference.
It's the same thing. There's no intelligence without.
You are intelligent, but you are not civilized.
How do you mean?
I know you.
You don't. How do you mean?
Franca, let me tell you something. The thing I keep asking everybody that nobody has seemed to answer us. Look your household now. The household, they look all your property, everything. Yeah, which one black man produce? What are we? This social media what they use now? Tell me one black platform when they say they empower the world, and you say we get IIQ.
Thank you, bro.
We really need these things. We do. See, logic man. At the end of the
This
day,
part is made in China, right?
there is a difference between
Mr. Ben.
Mhm.
This part is made in China, right?
Yeah.
It's coming from China, right?
Yes.
I want to say something. This guy, sometimes I like to be agitated when I'm talking, especially when I'm angry, because if you don't see my reason, it makes me get upset. You are saying they colonized China. This and that, China took back power and all of that. Okay, what is stopping us from taking back the same power and try to recreate our own niche? What is stopping us?
Have we decided to follow the path China took?
Bro, we can do
like
it.
what Mr. Ben said now about religion. The way we are taking religion, is it the same way China is taking religion? In China, they have their own religion, which is
Christians.
Logic when I'm coming. The Chinese people are practicing their traditional religious system. They are not nobody there is doing Christianity and Islam.
What did you study in school?
Public admin.
Public admin, is that even something? Okay, now let's just forget about that one. Let's forget about that one. Do you think
that's something? It's not something, and I studied it.
Hold on. Do you think that your certificate, you can use it elsewhere?
Why can't I use it elsewhere?
Because you will go back to school. Ask Mr. Ben. Ask Mr. Ben this question.
Why do you think so?
Because you are not rated.
Why? Is there any country that there is no bureaucratic system?
I want to thank you guys. Tomorrow we are live again. Frankie, don't be annoyed. Felix, don't be annoyed.
Ideologies that we are killing ourselves for.
Felix. At the end of the day, let's conclude in a good note. All this argument is because we are not ready to sacrifice for the next 100 years of black race. And that's why we'll perpetually be living under the command of assumption like the white people supervise us. China decided to start for themselves. Look at where they are today. Indians are doing it today. When India started it, India does not allow medication in their country from any Western country. They develop their medicine. Today, Indians supply medicine to the world. Indians started the internet. They develop it to where they are today. They are the highest in IT of anything you think about today. Indians say they want to wear their own clothes. They refuse Western jeans. They begin to sew their own clothes and wear. Now, see what I wear now. Indians say they want to answer their own name. They answer their own name. Garamaji, Gurumaji, Garamaji. Hold on now. Let me finish now. They answer their name. Garamaji, Gurumaji, Garamaji. We are answering Stephen, Frankie, Ben, Benjamin. But you will never hear one Igbo man where they answer Okochiku. Hear me? Because we know well. We are gone. I'm a victim of what I'm talking about.
We have been conditioned.
Let me tell you something. My friend came to UK to visit me the other day, last year. And the children don't speak Igbo. And I'm like, your children, he said they don't speak Igbo. I look at him and I'm like, you are a fool, you know. Yeah, he was shocked. I said, you are a fool. He was like, I said, you live in Nigeria with your Igbo children. And you are proud to tell me they don't speak Igbo. Because for him, he think they are cool. They are cool for speaking English. Can I blame him? I can't. But an Indian child in this country will be speaking India in this UK. A Yoruba man in Lagos and in Chad, they can't speak Yoruba language. In Lagos, they live in Lagos. Are you going to tell me it's a white man's problem? No. Anybody going to tell me now it's a white man problem? When we are saying something, people think we are joking. How do you live in Nigeria with your own child and your son cannot speak your language? You marry your language wife. Your wife is Yoruba. You be Yoruba, and your son they speak English. Your children are speaking English. It's not academic.
No. In a country where the formal language the nationally accepted language is English. You have no choice. And when you go to school, this child is taught in English. So it makes it look like if you are not behaving British, you are not.
Who made this so? Who made this so? Just imagine right now. Just imagine it is a national column that if you are living in Igbo, predominated Igbo language, like for example, in all of these 6 geographical zone of Igbo country, any child that go to school in that must learn Asusu Igbo, and it must be part of your exam to qualify to graduate from secondary school. Whether you are Yoruba, you are living in Anambra State, you must learn that Igbo language in that country, in that area. But this is they have to make it mandatory. This is what is supposed to be.
Because we are still on Phyllis, I think you haven't traveled and you need to learn. Listen, Italian, German, Spanish, France, French people, even if they are born in America,
they speak it.
Speak their language. Am I lying, Mr. Ben?
My children, their mother is from Europe or German. My children speak German like fluently. When they were, let me tell you, madam, when they were growing up, once I'm not at home, my woman speak German to the kid from age 1.
That's how it's supposed to be.
My woman speak German to them. As soon as I return back home, we convert in English again. And that's how my son speak fluently. My daughter speak fluently. And I know if I would have married an Igbo woman, that's what I would say. I say, when I'm not at home, Oya, now so I see Igbo. That's what I will teach them. But in Nigeria, somebody is in Nigeria with their own children in Yoruba land or in Igbo land and arrogantly proud and what's his name? Kubana chief priest was speaking English to his son. He can't speak Igbo. I'm looking at him, I'm like, you well?
Crazy.
You well? These are supposed to be national. We don't have national identity. We don't have what do we have in common? Okay, let me ask Felix now. Felix is here. What do we have as a country so identify us as a Nigerian? Nothing.
No similarities. Not even.
Nothing. What do we have? We keep on deceiving ourselves and be lying to ourselves tomorrow.
Doing the blame factor.
Imagine what Mr. Ben was saying today, okay? Maybe we all rise up together now and say, okay, this government, we don't want it anymore. So people will still go behind us and betray us.
Yes.
You understand? But you see a white man, if they say they don't want, all of them will come together and team up. And that they will achieve it.
Including the political party of that man they don't want. A Labour Party now will say we don't want Labour anymore. They will be the ones to stand up first.
To drop Trump today. They will drop him today. Who will do that? The people. So that's it. But Africa, I don't know why. I don't know. Sometimes I used to regret why I'm Africa. I won't like.
No, don't regret. We are defeated. Just make sure that you are mentally sound and your kids are understanding the logic behind this game that we are playing. Because at the end of the day, it's no longer funny anymore. Nothing is encouraging us. Nothing. A president can just stand up. A president can just stand up and say a governor should be removed because he's not happy. You are not happy. And then you ask what is happening. They say the governor don't settle his oga. Agreement is agreement. You ask, do you understand what is the meaning of that agreement? Is it for the people interest? Agreement is no loyal. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, Jesus.
We can actually build the app to petition the government, but someone will still go there and still say, go against the president because I want to do, I'm too good to the president.
Don't mind them. Don't mind them. Thank you.
Sorry, I had network issues.
I saw it, yeah. I saw your line breaking up. But fellas, honestly speaking, it has been a very controversial conversation this evening, but this is what our platform is supposed to be. It's not every day we'll come here and start fighting. We have to argue. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. We are defeated. Show me one example in Africa South Africa. We can visit South Africa. South Africa is what South Africa is today because white people colonized it in 1995. If they would have lived it, South Africa would have been Soweto all over. It would have been Soweto.
I won't agree to that. Ethiopia has never been colonized, but they are doing perfectly well as a country. They are doing what
Ethiopia is doing well.
You said?
Ethiopia is doing perfectly well.
Ethiopia is one of the fastest growing economy in Africa.
Okay, can I move? Can I carry my bag and move to Ethiopia now?
24 hours electricity.
Can I move my bag now to Ethiopia? So I want to go and live in Ethiopia.
Of course, why not? Why not?
Africa and
Most of the things we are struggling with in Nigeria, they are enjoying enough in. They are
Bro,
enjoying
it's
it.
here
Is there a place you would say you want to travel to now?
No,
They are not even operating. Ethiopia is not even operating the conventional calendar we are operating. I think they are still in 2014. I'll be 2015.
Have you been there or you read about them or someone told you about them?
I have read. I have watched documentaries.
Have you been there?
Have you been to Britain? Okay, you have been to Britain. Have you been to China?
I beg, Emily Felix came with his argument weapon today. I'm out. You won. Felix, you won.
It's just arguing blindly, seriously.
There are not blind arguments here. We need to go back to our culture. That's the only way.
Nobody's taking us there. We need to go there. Look at what I just said now. A simple thing I just said now. Like Nigerians not teaching their children their language. Even why if you're already in the UK, it's fine. We'll say, okay, because of the work and all things that happen. But in Nigeria, your children cannot speak your own language.
They will see what's what they will do.
If the Chinese people,
when you see you, they will be saying, get out of my country.
I promise you, if the Chinese people were still embracing the cultural values of the British people, they would never have gotten to where they are today. Where China is today, they can, in fact, I think they are even above Britain.
China is #1 country in the world, whether I like it or not.
So that goes to show you that if you go back to your culture and allow civilization to pass through your culture, you can achieve the highest potentials that you can achieve.
The only country
black man get problem.
The only country in Africa that can.
My people on YouTube, I'm leaving. Thank you so much for joining.
Okay.
Good night, guys. On the YouTube, I'm greeting them that I'm leaving. Then on